Can I ask how old you are, Chris?
56.
Chris, tell me what happened, if you can, in your story. You've been at Transition House since July,
Yes.
and tell me what happened, I guess.
I missed curfew last night.
Tell me why. What happened?
I ended up, to be quite honest, I should have had more self-control and not drank as much as I did. And I ended up getting lost. I'm not from Coburg. And so I ended up getting really lost last night. And I didn't know where the heck I was. It was a nightmare. And I called them twice trying to let them know I'm trying to get back, right? And they told me if I was back by 1 o'clock, curfew's at 12, but they told me if I was back by 1, they would let me in. I was there about 9-10 minutes after 1, and I was discharged.
Now, obviously, for something like that, you must have been a problem before this. Like, there must
No,
have been.
no, because I'm 4 or 5 days a week. I'm at work. I'm not even there from time I leave to go to work till I get back to the house at 10:30. I'm not even there, right? I mean, I'm getting food stolen from me in there and stuff as well, right? Which is very frustrating because I don't go to the food bank, sir, because I have a job. I buy my food. Anything that I bring into the transition house is I buy it, right? I don't go to the charities, the churches, or the because I do work, right? Why would I go to a food bank if I'm able to buy my own food, right? And I've had food stolen from me and stuff, and which is also very frustrating as well, right?
And forgive me for asking this. You're in Transition House because you just can't afford an apartment.
I'm looking for a place, but the apartments are just outrageous right now.
And you're working full time.
And working full time. I'm trying to get back to Port Hope ideally because that's where my job is. That's where my doctor is. That's
where you're from.
That's where I'm from. That's my home. I love Port Hope. I really do. I love my town.
Were you surprised that you were past curfew by 10 minutes and then you're out?
Yeah, I kind of freaked out a little bit. It's cold as hell out, and I was told this morning I disrespected the staff. No, I attacked myself more than I attacked them because I threatened to kill myself. And I ended up in the hospital last night.
And why did you say, like, I'm guessing this, and again, we haven't talked about this, but I take it, I'm guessing you freaked out because they told you that you were banned? Like, or did you freak out before that? Or
No, because they told me I was discharged.
And once they told you that, obviously that upset you.
Of course it did. It wouldn't upset anybody.
One of the other things, if I can ask, and you work 5 days a week?
Well, the last 2 weeks I've worked 4, but normally, yeah, it's supposed to be a 5-day-week job, yeah.
So in other words, you work full time?
Yeah. And there is, we haven't been getting much overtime lately, but it is possible. We know in the past we have worked Saturdays as well, right?
So is it one of those things? What is the issue then with you? Like, in other words, why are you? Obviously, I know why you're here tonight.
Well, my credit rating sucks right now because of my past situation with being evicted, right? So that's a hindrance on trying to get a place too, right? The landlord's going to look at that and say, no, we won't rent to you.
And go ahead, sorry.
But I've been also looking for possibly a room to rent too, either Port Hope or Coburg, right? Ideally, I want to be in Port Hope though.
And if I can ask, and again, forgive me, tell me to be quiet, shut up, or get lost, but I mean, no issue with drugs?
No.
Any, like, and as I say, when you say
no. Well, I mean, I bought a couple of joints. They're legal now, right?
Yeah.
But I've never ever got into the heavy stuff. No.
And with alcohol, it's not a regular thing. It's just.
Well, I might have a few beers on the weekends, but I overdid it.
But it doesn't affect your work.
No, I'm not going out getting drunk during the week, right? I mean, I work afternoon shift too, right?
Yeah.
So you can't really, right?
No. Yeah, for sure. What does this make you feel like? What is the problem then with the way this is going? Like, not with you, but I mean, what's the problem with the system?
Well, my eyes were closed to this until it happened to me. And being here in Coburg, I'm in the transition house, but I'm seeing this on the street too, right? It's going on here. And it's like something's not right when the people can't get a roof over their head, right? This isn't right, and it's getting worse, sir. It appears to be getting worse. We shouldn't be sleeping in a goddamn bank.
If these banks weren't open, what would you do?
I would probably end up with hypothermia tonight. It's that friggin' cold out.
When can you go back, or can you, or what's the status with
They,
that?
they said they would. I was told by the staff that she got me these mitts and a couple other things, a few things in my sweater coat. I got several layers on. Um, that Mary's going to hold my bed could possibly hold my bed for me till tomorrow. So I got to get there tomorrow morning, and I got to kiss her butt, so to speak, to get back in, right? You know, like, I mean, I might have been a bit disrespectful, but when you're told you got to get out into the cold, what's your normal reaction? You're going to be pissed. And I wasn't just pissed. I was depression hit. Boom.
Just because you're trying, and again, I should not.
Depression hit me big time last night after they did that.
But you're trying so hard to get ahead.
And well, just the fact that they kicked me out, right?
One step forward, two steps back.
That's pretty much what it is. And I don't know. We're supposed to be doing this case management. I've been working with a lady at the help center too, right? And I've been doing searches on my phone, and I've gone to look at a couple different places, and I've inquired about a lot of different places, right? And I haven't found anything yet, or they even accept me. Like, I looked at a place on Friday when I had Friday off, and I went and looked at the place just up the street from the house on Division. Well, he decided to rent to somebody else, right?
Here it is, 2:30 a.m. Monday morning, and the vast majority of people, I was going to say in Coburg, but really anywhere in Northumberland County, don't see what you see, what you've seen the past few days.
No, that I was blind to this because I've always had a roof over my head. I owned my own house in Port Hope on Hope Street for 18 years, right? So I've been a homeowner, and I mean, you hear about the homelessness now, but I didn't see this. I don't see this in Port Hope. We don't seem to have as much of it in Port Hope as you seem to have here in Coburg. You know, I don't know, maybe because you're a bigger community, if that's why. But it's not. You don't see it out in the open like it is here. It's out in the open. You go if I leave the house early in the morning to do something, I see the people on the streets.
And can I say, is it safe to say that the help isn't there for you?
Well, they claim that they're helping you, but it doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. We're supposed to do a case management at the house.
What's a case management do? Forgive me.
Well, they're supposed to be advising you, and they're supposed to update what you're doing to find housing, what processes you're doing, and what you've looked at. They got paperwork for you to fill out, and you fill out the paperwork of what you've looked, you know, what you've done, what you've looked for, and blah 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 blah, right? But it doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. I'm getting more help from the help center, to be perfectly honest.
And sorry, you're 56 years old?
Yes, I'll be 57 in December.
December 25th?
Yeah.
And if I get this right, I just want to get it right. You've had a perfect record since July.
Yeah, that I know of, yeah.
Yeah, you had drinks or whatever on Saturday night. You phoned up to say that you're lost, but you'd be on your way. You're just trying to find your way back because you're from Port Hope, not Coburg. You got there roughly 10 minutes late, and they said, nope, you're out.
Yes. It's basically what happened. And the staff, the night staff, told her, like, I was walking down Division, and I passed, and I'm calling them. I got him on the phone, and I'm walking past KFC and the beer store, which is just a 2-minute walk from there. And I said, I'm on my way. I'm just passing KFC right now, and I'll be there in a couple minutes. Well, I talked to Mary Liz there this morning, and she said, well, they said you called and passed KFC, and it was 45 minutes. No, it wasn't 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I was hoofing it. Like, I was boogieing trying to get in there, right? Yeah. It didn't take me 45 minutes to go a 2-minute walk.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah, to my condition. Well, no, but that wasn't a factor by that point, right?
Yeah.
I was starting to sober up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoofing it trying to get there, right?
Yeah.
And they tell me after I said that I was walking past KFC that it was 45 minutes. This is what the night staff was telling her, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, my God,
And
I'm 9, 10 minutes late, and you're going to kick me out in the cold. And I did screw up last night, but you don't do that to people. Kick them out in the cold.
What's Transition House like?
I stay to myself. I told you I've had food stolen and that. I try to stay to myself for most work. This is my coping mechanism. I walk around with earbuds. Yeah. Because you don't know who to trust, who not to trust, and who you can trust and who you can't trust in there. So I try to, for the most part, I try to stay to myself.
And are you in a room by yourself?
No, I share it with a young black guy.
Okay.
We've been in that room since we've been there since July. We shared that room.
And last question, if
We don't even talk. I barely even talk to the guy, and vice versa.
Yeah. And last question, if I can ask, if it's too personal, by all means, don't answer. When they told you that you weren't coming in, you got so depressed you wanted to kill yourself.
Yes, that's why I ended up in the hospital last night.
And you were serious about that, just
Yes,
because?
I was.
Just because, like, it's just you went from a homeowner to trying to work 4 or 5 days a week, not into drugs, and here you are on the street because you're 10 minutes late and you had a few beer.
Yeah.
How do you feel tonight then?
Cold.
But
No. I mean, I'm not thinking suicidal like I was last night. And, that's not the first time since all this shit has gone down. The thoughts like that have gone through my head, So I said that to the night staff. I might as well. I'm going to walk to Port Hope, and I'm going to kill myself in Port Hope in my home, right?
Yeah.
And the police hunted me down the street last night, and they put me in cuffs and put me in the car. They took the car and they took me to the hospital. I still have the bracelet on.
Oh, from the bruises from the handcuffs?
No.
Oh,
from the hospital. The hospital.
Oh, you have the hospital bracelet. Oh, yeah.
It's still on.
And forgive me on this, and again, I don't know this, so this is why I ask, because I always say education for communication. I thought they would have kept you in there longer.
The
Did
hospital?
you think that? Yeah. Did you? Like, just because of what?
Well, the doctor determined I was just very angry, not.
Oh yeah, so not serious. If I can put in quotations.
Yeah. That's what the doctor told. He was in the room I was in.
Yeah.
One of the police officers and the doctor. And the doctor said, I don't think there's any mental problems here. He's just pissed off.
So hopefully.
I was pissed off.
Yeah.
That part was true too.
Yeah, but I mean, so hopefully this will be your last night.
Hopefully this will be my last night doing this, and I feel sorry for these people that don't even have a chance. And they're stuck out here. It's fucking cold out.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
It's okay. Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay.
You've heard Chris's story. Tell me your thoughts on it.
I mean, it's hard not to get so frustrated just at the system that's supposed to help people, become stable. It's grinding people like Chris down and making them worse off than where they started. We have a full-time employed individual who has been homeless since July, who has not been provided adequate help, and then we wonder why we have 38 plus people out on the streets plus a full shelter. We're not fixing the issues, and now we're not even there's a possibility we don't even have a warming room. And so as a community, and county council specifically is deciding that they would like to fix this problem by killing people. And I think the broader community should understand these tactics that are in play. Lucas suggesting that we use the Golden Plow Lodge, which is only done to sandbag and just say he's done, he's done his part. He's trying he doesn't want people to die. It's absolutely so categorically false. It's only being done so that nothing happens. You have other county councilors that don't see the issue, so they just don't care. And it's just, you have also on the other side, people, like Teresa, who advocates online saying, oh, we need more of the same. But you had the 310 hub last year that created so much impact for the local neighbors. So that's not going to work either, because you're going to have a more chaos. We need actual solutions. We need to come together as a community and figure this out properly instead of relegating people to actually die in the streets.
This last question. We're at the stage where it's critical with this bank not being open, with it at just about 0 degrees. We're at the stage of being critical.
We're past the point of critical. We have 38 people outside, plus. 2 of those, I can guarantee you, will not survive the winter. The man in there sleeping will not survive the winter. The decision on Tuesday to not do anything or to do more of the same will directly result in people's deaths. And I hope that weighs on people's mind. As you go and you sleep in your house, you go and sleep in your bed, even the people that advocate for, the same old same, you advocate, you post on Facebook, whoop-de-doo, and then you go and you sleep in the exact same warm beds that everybody else does, and you don't actually care about the problem. If anything, the people that are advocating for same old same and causing even more division are just as much to blame for the deaths that are going to happen this winter. And there will be deaths, multiple deaths.
If I can say this to be fair, people have to want the help, though.
100%. Hey, Tech, if you were offered help, like rehab, that wasn't just, CCFA program, would you take it?
Yes, I would.
So,
First individual I saw, absolutely would love help. Having rehab 4 blocks away and letting people just walk out to meet their local drug dealer and then not providing housing, wonder why they're relapsing. We've burnt through a massive budget for, we as in the taxpayers, burnt through a massive budget for these beds. The only people that have been successful are the ones that had a house to begin with or had a place to land afterwards. Everybody else I sent through has relapsed. And we wonder why. It's just so broken. And the cost associated with this all is just, I've sent multiple people to the hospital. I continue to send people to the hospital for cold weather injuries. And so how much is that going to add up to? If we don't have a warming room, the cost is going to be incredible. And you can't, as a council or as politicians, they can't stop people from going to the hospital. They can't dictate who gets help. So that's how they're going to pay. They're going to pay through healthcare costs, and it's going to be insane. And you're wondering why, the paramedics WSIB claims are through the roof. The police are burning out. Bylaws burning out. All of these people, frontline workers, are burning out because they're left to deal with all of the damage overnight. They're the ones that clean up the mess. Not the politicians, not Lucas sleeping in his bed. And don't get me wrong, I'm friends with Lucas. I appreciate him as a person. But I think this whole politicization of this issue is just disgusting. We are playing with people's lives like it is just a game at recess.